And away they go. Master of Mischief, he jumped well, just taken out for a stride or two, but he's 2 lengths off them. Red China and Eternal Ice, the first two to respond. Master of Mischief is prominent. Now he's just got to settle. Relish is on the outside of runners, and the orange and green silks now a little bit heady as they move down towards that 1100 meter zone. Eternal Ice settles into his rhythm on the inside. Master of Mischief only a neck away the market rivals. Dr. Mouse in the yellow at the panels, Leroy in the pink, Samovar the red cap, then comes Astroman the white blaze between them, Mustang Sunny, Rock Me and Steeple amongst the back rank. They're going a decent tempo as they wind down to the 600 meter marker. Red China by 2. Relish gets up second. Eternal Ice. Anton Marcus is about to lay it down to him. Master of Mischief comes to the outside, the sheepskin noseband. Red China at the 400 with a target on his back. Eternal Ice, Relish, Master of Mischief. Samovar's running on towards the outside, and then Leroy. Relish looks a big runner at the 200 meter marker. Red China, Master of Mischief. Astroman's looking to weave through. Samovar's on the outside. Red China, Relish, Master of Mischief. Eternal Ice is getting going, a 5-way go because Samovar, here comes the line. Master of Mischief won it. Samovar, Astroman, Relish and Eternal Ice, you take your pick for the minor positions. It's all about the jump, and a beautiful jump, although he ducked out for a stride or two, might have just taken a slight bump out the gates. Master of Mischief will last home a titanic struggle. Samovar comes exploding through. Astroman's on the inside. Relish, Master of Mischief just wins it. Samovar perhaps second. Astroman and Relish photos. Red China, Eternal Ice. They were fanned across the track inside the 200. Then came Mustang Sunny, Leroy, Dr. Mouse. Further back, Rock Me and Fathead Brownie. For the Labuschagnes, Master of Mischief and Wendy Whitehead, he looked $1 million this evening. 4 or 5 of them could have won inside the 200. Astroman's a bit stiff. He had to look for a way through. He gets squeezed. There you can see the gap's not opening. He's going to dart to the inside. Samovar extreme outside, but Master of Mischief, he's holding on tenaciously. Samovar's giving it his all. Relish. Astroman a touch unlucky. If the gap opened, he probably would have won, but Master of Mischief takes it with both hands. Well done to Wendy Whitehead and the Labuschagnes. Alec Forbes drives him home. There you can see still only a neck separating 5 runners. Astroman the hard luck story, but as they go to the line, both hands, number 7, Master of Mischief for the winning connections as we hand you back to the studio.
So, number 7, Master of Mischief, is the winner of the first leg of the Place Accumulator. Big thanks must go to the lady on my right, Wendy Whitehead, been speaking to Dees Dianant for first call. You didn't want to know about defeat. Well done.
Absolutely. You know, he fly jumped out the pens his last start, and he was just very unlucky. He ran on very well that day. And today he actually fought on very, very hard tonight. He won a really good race. He got pushed out around the turn. So he doesn't have it all easy his own way, but I think he's a type of horse that's going to go on in his racing. He's still quite immature. He's also going to be looking for gelding soon. Just well done to the Labuschagnes. Dr. Labuschagne is on his way overseas to go watch the Springboks play, and well done to Kim for being here. Nice to see him and having a winner for them again. I haven't had one for them for a while. And they also bred the horse, and good luck to the team.
How nice is it to see a horse knuckle down and fight them off like that?
It doesn't often happen, and I just thought he's got a bit of chutzpah, this horse, and he ran a really good race tonight.
Wendy, well played. Anything else tonight?
We've got a filly that won a really nice race, her last start, a Storm Kitten later on. I think you can put it in the quartet.
Good job here. Very well played.
Thanks so much.
Well done to Wendy Whitehead, winning trainer. Alec Forbes, I was just telling Dees on the preview, hardly a KZN meeting goes by without you having a winner.
Yeah, it's going really well at the moment. I've got a lot of support from a lot of trainers, including Wendy. I must say thanks for that. This guy, look, I expected him to win last time. For whatever reason, he came out the gates very awkwardly. He was only beaten 2 lengths, but today he atoned for that, and he was very tough. The horses were catching him on either side, and he fought on very, very hard.
How do you rate him?
Look, I think he's a nice horse. He's changing. I was just telling the owner now he's changing, and he's becoming a bigger, stronger horse. And I think over a bit of time, he'll be all right.
It was a hell of a ride because obviously challenges were coming left and right. Did you think you'd get there?
I wasn't sure. 200s ago I wasn't sure, and then 100s ago I was like, oh, I'm going to get beat. And then that last bit, he just gave me that little extra. So yeah, well done to the owners, well done to Wendy and Tash, and long may it continue.
Well played, Alec. Anything else today?
Look, I thought this was my best ride. Anything else, maybe. Nitro Norris trying 10 furlongs, and he always gives an honest account of himself. Maybe stick him in quartets.
Good job.
Thank you.
Well done to Alec Forbes. Are we speaking to any other connections? We're going to have one of them. Well done, sir. Well played.
Very much.
Seeing these colours with a lot of regularity at the moment. Got some nice horses at the moment.
Those are my dad's colours, but yeah, he's had a couple of nice runs recently, and this was nice to win one finally. And we were hoping for it last time, but he fly jumped out of the pens, and we never got a decent run. So we're very happy, and I know Wendy and Alec have probably said it all, but
He's clearly got a lot of courage, which is nice for you and your father.
no, we had our hearts in our throats at about 200 metres, but he seemed to have pulled through nicely, so we're very pleased about that.
Could be the start of something good. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done to the winning team, to the Labuschanes, and also Wendy Whitehead, and Alec Forbes, Master of Mischief, is the winner of race number 2. Numbers that you need: 7, 12, and note a dead heat for third between 1 and 4. Pick 6 starts from race 3.